welcome back to the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Beast bars are available in the UK and I have them in my hands right now. Here are all 4 of the Mr. Beast bars available in the UK. We've got classic chocolate, we've got milk chocolate, we've got crunch, which is like puffed rice, it's like Rice Krispies, and we've also got the D's nuts, which is peanut butter. So I'm expecting big things from the reaction to other people with these chocolate bars. However, I am in the UK, and being from the UK, I'm a little bit biased towards the UK chocolate because Cadbury's, all them lot, they're fantastic. They are pretty much the bee's knees when it comes to chocolate. And obviously America does have decent chocolate, but it doesn't have what the UK has. So bringing in the Mr. Beast bar is a bit of a tricky one because these could be fantastic, but they could fall quite short. So I am curious of what they're going to be like. So today we're going to try each one and I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion. But we've also got one bonus product, which is the Ice Pop Prime, because this is the only Prime I haven't tried yet. And if I'm honest, I'm very, very mixed on the primes. I've had the red, blue, green, and another one, the white one. And if I'm being honest, I'm probably split down the middle. I think the green one was nice, and the other ones I wasn't so sure of. So I'm really not sure about Prime. So this is the additional Prime to give me that last. I think this is going to be my last try of Prime. And if I don't like this, then I'm probably going to drop it. But let's get into all of these products and I'll give you guys my honest opinion and let you know if they are any good. So let's start the video off with the first one, which is original chocolate, which if I'm being honest is going to be the one I like the least anyway because it is dark chocolate. So let's get this out of here, pop it open like a Pokemon card, and let's take the top little row here and I'll put this in my mouth. It says Devo. What does it say along the top of it? Does it say Devon? Dever? Does it? Devour. I didn't say I was clever. I'm honest though. This is the dark chocolate or the original chocolate Mr. Beast bar. It's just dark chocolate. It's not the worst thing I've ever tried in my life. For dark chocolate, I mean, that's okay for dark chocolate. I'm not a dark chocolate person, so it was never going to be my favourite. I was never particularly going to like it. Almost has like a nutty flavour to it. It is sweeter than I'd say regular dark chocolate. It's not great, but that is because it is dark chocolate. But if I'm going to pick that against other dark chocolates, I'd actually say that's pretty decent. If we're going to go, I'll give them all a rating out of 10. And I'm going to put that at probably a 5.5. For the fact it's dark chocolate, I would have expected it to be down to like a 3. No, you know what? 5.5 for a dark chocolate. That is, that's okay. That's not so bad. Let's move on to the milk chocolate and see if the milk chocolate actually has the flavour that we're looking for today. Now, I'm curious how similar these are going to taste to something like Hershey's. And Hershey's, again, I'm quite hit and miss with. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't care about it. This is the milk chocolate. Trying to completely remove the dark chocolate from my mouth. Right, milk chocolate, Mr. Beast bar, let's go. If I'm being honest, they must have put about a drip of milk in because this is very, very similar to the dark chocolate. This is almost too similar to the dark chocolate. It's nice. It's not the best, but I mean, yeah, it tastes an awful lot like the dark chocolate. There's not a lot of milk being added to this by the seams of it, but it is decent. It's not as good as British chocolate so far. Now, a lot of British chocolates come with obviously flavours, so I'm hoping these two will perk it up a little bit. But if I'm going to compare this to like a straight up Cadbury's would be a 10, and this would probably be around a 5. So I'd actually mark it less than the dark chocolate, but that's because I'm comparing it to a Cadbury's. However, I am going to put this to a 5.5. I'm not going to mark this higher than the dark chocolate. I'd say they're pretty much the same. For the fact of the dark chocolate, I didn't mind as much as I usually mind dark chocolate, and then the milk chocolate to not be as nice as a normal milk chocolate. Yeah, I'm going to put them in the same place, both 5.5. I think that's fair. I think that's very fair marking. And now we're going to move on to, what we're going to say, these nuts or the crunch. We'll do the crunch. We'll do the crunch. These are both milk chocolate. Oh God, I threw it in my face. So I'm expecting similar things. However, hopefully the flavourings will make these jump out and jump apart from the other two. So this is the Crunch Mr. Beast bar. Are we going to get a better result? Let's find out. Drop some. I don't know. It's not great, if I'm being honest. Yeah, so the puffed rice is, I wouldn't say stale, but I'd say harder than what it should be. Usually with like a puffed rice or like a cornflake bar, you expect that crunch. You expect that sort of, when you have that crunch, you expect that sort of floatiness to the crunch, if you know what I mean, like a biscuit. This doesn't have that. It's not bullets. Don't get me wrong. You're not biting bullets. You're not hurting. But it's just a little bit harder than what I would like it to be. If I'm honest, it is better than the other two, but fractionally. It isn't that great. I'm struggling here because I really wanted to like these, but they have too much competition in the UK. There's just so much going on. We have crunchies. We have, I mean, anything on the Cadbury's list is fantastic. We have Nestle. We have them all. Yeah, I'm going to give this a 6. I'm going to just pip the milk chocolate and the dark chocolate. However, I don't think it is that great. Yeah, I don't think it's that great. So I'm going to put it on there. We got a 6 on the crunch. And how are we going to do now with the D's nuts? I'm having a little bit more faith for this. Back of my mind, I'm thinking, because it's peanut butter, that flavour should really speaking be quite a strong flavour and make the chocolate taste a little bit different. So fingers crossed. But we're moving on now to the Mr. Beast D's Nuts bar. And here it is. So there's a nice thin line of peanut butter. I don't know if you guys can see it there, but there's a nice thin line of peanut butter. Hopefully, this is going to be the winner. If I'm honest, this is the one that's for me. The other 3, my girlfriend will eat. My girlfriend will not eat this one. So if this one's bad, it's going to the bin because I'm the only one who will eat it. So fingers crossed. I'm dropping it because it's melting. So these nuts, Mr. Beast, let's go. No. Okay, so right, that's a difficult one there because it's almost really, really bad. So the initial taste, oh my God, it's like the initial taste is, it kind of has that dark chocolate hit, and it also has like the roast peanut sort of hit, but the roast peanut hit is like the burn of the peanut. So you get the sort of dark bitter flavour of the dark chocolate, then you got the bitterness of like the roasted peanuts, and then afterwards is when it slowly gets sweeter, but it's not very sweet. It's not very sweet. Yeah, I did think I was going to give these a little bit of a higher mark, I'm going to be honest, but I don't think that is better than any of the other. I'm going to go, and I'm sorry, with a 6. That is, no, not a 6, sorry, a 5. I'm going to put it below the other two. That's a difficult one. The after flavour, I can taste it now. I'm not in love. I'm not in love. I'm not in love. It's okay. It's not great. Overall, I'd say Feastables on general, they're all right. I would never, and this is the truth, I will never buy one for myself. That's just me being honest. There's just too much selection. You've got Galaxy, you've got Cadbury's, you've got them all. There's too many nice options for these to be even considered in my list. If I was going to go to the cinema or whatever, I wouldn't buy these to take to the cinema or sit in the house and have a nice snack. They're not that good. Do you know when you have like a treat, you want a treat and you really want to have like a little pig out moment and you want to enjoy that chocolate bar and really, you know, feel like a fatty for those 5 minutes? I think that's what I look for in a chocolate bar. These, if you're like a health buff, maybe you think you'd get like a bit of an idea that these are healthier because they taste healthier. But I mean, there's nothing on it that says to me that these are actually healthier than anything else. Other than the fact that they taste healthy. So usually if things taste healthy, they're not as good. And I'm going to be honest, they're not as good. So if I'm going to put Feastables and give them a mark overall, I think their overall mark does fit a 5. Maybe I'll be nice to give them a 5.5. But if I was going to compare them to something like Cadbury's, I'd put them down to maybe a 4. I'm not the biggest Galaxy fan. I'd say they're a little bit closer to Galaxy than they are to Cadbury's. But they're nowhere near as good as either. So, yeah, it's a difficult one. They're literally in the middle of both, not reaching anywhere near the heights of either. So if you're a fan of either of those chocolate bars, just stick with your chocolate bar. There's no point in trying to weasel your way into a different chocolate bar. It just isn't going to hit that spot. So, yeah, Mr. Beast Bar, let's give it a 5 overall. And I think I'm happy to leave it at that. And then, yeah, if they bring out any other flavours, I'll try out the other flavours. And fingers crossed there's an improvement somewhere along the lines. I feel really bad because I know that, obviously, there's some care that's gone into these. But they're just not, they're not going to fit very well in the UK market, I don't think. If I'm going to be straight up and honest, there's just too much competition here. And you really need to stick out and have something special to be able to mack it in the UK market. And fingers crossed, I mean, he's obviously doing well in the US. But yeah, the UK market is just a little bit too good, I think. But here is the Prime. This is the last thing that we're going to be trying today. And the reason I've left this one for this video, I have had it for a couple of days, was because I am curious. Because this is the favourite, I think. If everyone is talking about Prime, they say that Ice Pop is the best. And therefore, I wanted to try it with you guys. Because I think if it isn't that good, I'd like you guys to be told that, rather than being told by little kids that Prime is fantastic. Because I'm on the edge with Prime. I think it's a great brand. I think they've done incredible things with the branding, the marketing, the fact it's in UFC. I was a Barcelona supporter when I was a kid. They now are sponsors for Barcelona. These things are incredible. However, it's all well and good being incredible marketing, but your product needs to be fantastic. And I am noticing more and more Prime being left on the shelves. So I'm curious at the ones that are the popular ones. So this is Prime Ice Pop. Let's get into this boy and see if it is as big or as good as the hype says it is. Prime Ice Pop, let's go. Okay, so it does taste like an ice pop. It does taste like a melted ice pop. But it tastes like just like a lemonade melted ice pop. There you go. Give it to my missus so she can try it. It tastes like a lemonade melted ice pop. It's okay. It's not that. It tastes a little bit medicinal, which I found with the white one as well. It's a little bit medicinal. I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting... sorry, it's hit me in the wrong place in the throat. I was expecting like a rocket lolly. So like the strawberry, the I can't figure out if if I'm gonna put that on a rating of 1 to 10. Let me try it again just to see what I can.
That's a 3.
You're saying 3, are you?
They're all a 3.
Let's give it a go. Yeah, no. So the initial taste to that is literally Calpol. It's like an immediate medicinal taste, and then it slowly eases off, and you will start to taste the fact that it is a melted ice pop. That isn't very good. That isn't very good. If I'm being honest, the only good one for me so far has been the green one, and lemon and lime is almost impossible to get wrong. So, yeah, I am not a fan of this. I'm going to give this out of 10. The aftertaste is okay, so it is winning marks there. I think I agree with you on the initial taste of it being a 3, but I think the aftertaste lets it go up a little bit. I'm going to give this a 3.5. It just isn't. It isn't good. It isn't good. My biggest thing for the prime whole market, it is obviously being driven by the fact that a lot of kids are fans of KSI and Logan Paul. But my worry is that initially I thought, they're clearly doing a good thing with the fact that all the flavours are really prominent flavours, but they're just not very good with the flavours, I'm finding. Some of the flavours just don't taste like what they're supposed to taste like. This does taste like what it's supposed to taste like. However, it isn't great. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's a very sickly flavour to it, and it is very medicinal. So yeah, 3.5. I wish I could give it higher. I can't give it higher. If I'm honest, most of these products have been a bit subpar, but I gotta be honest with you. I have to be honest with you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave it there. But remember, I have got a competition currently running, so make sure you are subscribed, because we are going to be giving away an ultra premium collection for the Pokemon 151 set later on in the year when it does get released. Of course, we have got a target of 2,000 subscribers, so if you want a chance of winning, get yourself subscribed, but also make sure you share it to all your friends. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you in the next one when we have some mini figures to open up. We got some mystery figures, and it's going to be a big video. I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers!
If you enjoyed that video, why not subscribe?
If you enjoyed that video, why not subscribe? It'll help me and Natty continue to do the work that we're doing, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. Thanks!